So I am so excited because there's been a fragrance I wanted to try for a long time. I just never did. Every time I go to like a Macy's or a Sephora, I always forget to try it. But then the other day I was in Sephora and I finally did. I fell in love with it and I bought it and I finally am going to be able to review it because they didn't have it in stock and I had to buy it online by Chanel. It is Allure Homme Eau de Toilette, the original. So without further ado, let's get it. Alright everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Randy, aka FragranceDoud, back with another fragrance video and a full review of a fragrance that I've been wanting to try for a long time. I know that this has been out forever. I don't know the release date. I know that it was a long time ago, probably 20, 30 years, honestly. I honestly don't know. But it has been in stores. I've seen it 100 times. I probably have sprayed it and tried it, but I've always been more interested in trying other things. And to be honest, I always thought that this was going to be outdated or something that was redundant based on the other ones in the line. And I just never got around to trying it until the other day where I got a gift card and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna buy that. And so I was in Sephora with my wife and I was like, yeah, I'm trying that. So I tried it, fell in love with it, and then I ended up just wanting to buy it. They didn't have it in stock, so I had to wait 3 days. Finally got it in stock. So today we are going to be reviewing by Chanel. It is Allure Homme Eau de Toilette. And so that is the original here. And I'm going to spray it here on a tester. And it is going to be one that... So, I have the Edition Blanche, which is one of my favorites, like a lemon cream pie. I have the Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. I have a 20 milliliter decant of the Allure Homme Sport. So now I just need the Allure Homme Sport Cologne, but I heard that one isn't good. So again, I wanted to try this for the longest time, and I just didn't. And before we get into this video, again, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you like my content, consider following me on Instagram and TikTok. So, this was not what I was expecting. I think I had an idea in my head that because it was released a long time ago, that it was going to be more outdated, all of that stuff, but man, was I freaking wrong. So, let me give you the note breakdown for this. There is like 500 notes for each top, mid, and base, so I'm just going to give you the ones that I pull from this fragrance. So, the top notes in Allure Homme Eau de Toilette are lemon, orange, ginger, lavender, and peach. Mid notes are cedar, vetiver, jasmine, and rosewood, and the base notes are vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood, and musk. So, whenever I sprayed this on in Sephora, I was like, are you serious? Why have I not tried this before? So when you first spray it on, it reminds you of pieces. I mean, obviously it's the Eau de Toilette. It is the DNA that is in every other one that I just mentioned. And it has pieces of all of them. It has pieces of the Edition Blanche. It has that lemon. It has that creaminess. It has that sandalwood, that muskiness, that vanilla. It has the Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme pieces. It has the DNA from that, obviously. And then it also has that extra vanilla. There's something in this, though, that I actually quite like better. And not only that, the performance of it. I'm surprised by the performance of this because I wore it the other day and I put it on Sephora and I sprayed it on a tester and I sprayed it on myself, on my hand, all of that so I could test it. And I'll tell you about the performance at the end, but I was surprised. So this is an Eau de Toilette, remember. So let's just look at the bottle real quick. Again, it's the clear one. It says the Allure Homme. It's actually quite clean. Doesn't have a magnetic cap, but it's a Chanel bottle. All Chanel bottles look real nice. They're real simple, real clean. Heavy glass. So when you first spray this on, you get citrus. You get lemon, and then you also do get peach. Somebody said it's their favorite peach fragrance. I don't get a full amount of peach in the opening. It's an undertone of fruitiness, but you definitely get that lemon orange mixture, but for the most part it's lemon. If you want to pick out and just be easy on it, lemon is the easiest thing to pick out in the opening, as well as an undertone of vanilla, an undertone of musk, and an undertone of woods, kind of like what you get in Edition Blanche. This is so good. There's also a little bit of like a white floral to it, like a jasmine, I believe is what is in the notes. But if you want to simplify this fragrance, it's that DNA, it's that vanilla, it's that citrus. It's fresher than the other ones. It's super versatile. If anything, it's more versatile than any of the other ones in the line. I mean, honestly, there is a freshness to it, but there's also like a warmth, like a warm vanilla, a warm woods, that warm sandalwood that even adds more of that creaminess. It's just beautiful. Again, there's a little touch of peach in the opening, but as you work your way, probably about 10-15 minutes into the fragrance, it does start to get a little bit fruitier. That peach does pick up, but doesn't feel like a bitter peach or anything like that. It just adds a nice fruity tone to it. The lemon does start to dissipate, unlike an Edition Blanche, where it really stays there for the entirety of the fragrance. As you get about 20-25 minutes into this fragrance, it becomes more of a warm, sweet vanilla with that warm woods, that sandalwood adding in there, as well as musk. And then there's a little white floral undertone only in the transition, so if you don't like florals, don't worry. It's only there. It's a nice supporting note, and it gets you into the dry down. So again, this is beautiful. It's super versatile. It's Chanel, so obviously Chanel's are one of the highest selling fragrance brands out there because they are a really well-known designer that makes really popular fragrances that are going to get you noticed. They are compliment beasts, and this one is not going to be any different. My wife actually, whenever I just got this in, and my daughter both said, wow, I usually don't love your Chanels, and that's right. They usually don't love my Chanels, but this one they love. They absolutely love it. And again, it might be that fruitiness. It might be the way that the undertone of vanilla. That vanilla isn't as heavy as something that you get like an Edition Blanche or a L'Homme Sport Eau Extreme. But it's on par with the Eau Extreme, where there's a lot more vanilla in the dry down than you get in the opening. That citrus and fruitiness, it stays there for a little bit. It doesn't really quite dissipate. I know that lemon goes away, but there's still a little undertone of citrus like an orange that comes through. But for the most part, once you get to the dry down, it's just a super seductive, warm woods, warm vanilla, lightly powdered tonka bean, and musk. And it's beautiful. So let's get into the performance here, so I don't keep you here all day. Allure Homme, the performance of this for an eau de toilette is actually great. It's about 7 hours. So I was wearing it the other day, and then when I got it today, I sprayed it on. But the other day when I did wear it, I got 7 hours. And so that might be just a one-time thing, but based on what I'm wearing now, it was a 7-hour projection, six to 8, let's just put it that way. Because it was somewhere over 7 hours that I could still smell it on my skin, that I hugged my wife, she could still smell it on me. I didn't overspray. I just sprayed here, one on my shirt, one on my wrists. And she could still smell me 7.5 hours later, somewhere around there. With that said, with the projection of it, it's going to be one that sits closer to the skin. It's not going to be one that's going to push out, that you're going to fill a room or anything like that. But Chanel's are never made to do that. Maybe the Eau de Parfum Bleu de Chanel, but outside of that, there's not really any Chanel's in their entire lineup that is going to push out enough to say that's a beast mode fragrance. And this one is going to be the same. It's going to have a moderate projection for the first 2 hours, and then it's going to sit closer to the skin and be like a foot away for the remaining 6 hours. And that is pretty much what you get with it. You want to smell great, and you want to smell classy, and you want to just be very versatile with your fragrances. Allure Homme, the Eau de Toilette, is a perfect pickup. It is not dated. I think that you should definitely try it out. If you're like me and you just kind of held off on it, one that you should definitely try. So citrus, slightly fruity, warm woods, warm vanilla, musk, a little bit of a white floral in the mid. There's not much else to this fragrance that you need to really harp on. So I'd say 9 out of 10. Really good fragrance, nice bottle. I'm going to be wearing it. It's going to be an ultimate key in my fragrance collection, and I'm so sad that I didn't have it until now. But let me know in the comments if you guys have tried this before, what you think. And again, I'll be back with another video. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.